Today we're going to be doing top analysis on Australian dollars, Canadian dollars. We'll start out. We'll start out by identifying our zones. So, what are zones? Zones are support and resistance level on higher time frames. So, wherever you have a support level, resistance level, a resistance turn support, or a support turn resistance, those are all collectively known as zones. So, what makes me identify this point as my zone? You can see that price has found support once, twice, and then tested this level before breaking through it. Even when breaking through it again, it tested it again. So price has continued to show respect to this level, even though price has passed through it multiple times. That makes this zone to be a valid zone. And so we have a monthly zone here. Using the same template, we can also see that we have another monthly zone here. Because price has found support on this level multiple times. In fact, we also have another monthly zone here. Okay, let's not draw that. We also have another monthly zone here. So following the movements of the arrows, you can easily tell where I have my zones and why my zones are there. Because price has found support and resistance, or even support and resistance multiple times on all these levels. Okay, so let's delete this and go down to 1 week time frame. And we'll do the same thing on the 1 week time frame. We'll identify our zones. So in regards to zones, what do we see on the 1 week time frame? I can see a zone here. It should now be a weekly zone. Because price has bounced above this level once, then passed through it, then bounced above this level again, then passed, then retested, passed and retested, tested it again before going through. So that makes it a very valid zone. What else do we see in regards to zone on this level? I can see a zone here. Now you might be able to see the magical zones at this point in time. Let's see the zone. So what do I mean by the magical zones? Because look at this. Let me delete this and try it again. Right here, we have a zone here because price found resistance on this level twice. And then in the most recent price action, price came up here and then retested this level. So this region that was acting as a resistance level before has been broken through and is now acting as a support level. So you could have easily, if you were paying attention to price at this particular point in time, you would have been able to take advantage of this move. So do we have anything else in regards to zones? We do. I have a zone here. This is another weekly zone. For this zone, what can you see? As the price bounced off this point here, price came through here, price came through it, but then bounced again here, Price came through it again, but then bounced off of it here. The fact that price keeps respecting this level, despite the fact that price keeps passing through it, means that it's a relevant zone. And don't forget, we are currently on the weekly time frame. So every slight retracement and slight recognition of a zone on the weekly time frame represents 100, even up to 300 or 400 pips on our 4-hour time frame, which is our basic trading level.